Hi, my loves. Okay, so we have BitMEX derivatives. Apparently, they're going to make an announcement tomorrow. Maybe. That's what I heard. And then also, we have stablecoin legislation. The Genius Act is being rewritten and potentially presented to Congress starting tomorrow, end of day. We'll see how that works. What I want to talk to you about right now is I want to talk to you about why I'm going to give you my backstory. It's kind of weird. All right, so I am the luckiest woman alive. In fact, if you're looking at me right now, you are looking at a miracle. See, when I was 28, I was told I had a 0% chance of living on repeat. But I research. And thankfully, there are kind of internet strangers that sometimes want to help other people out. Like, I won't shut up about XRP. Yeah, it was one of those. Only they were saying way more important things. Now, it took me 12 years after the treatment. It put me into remission, but it took me 12 years to get back up, all the way back up, and it cost me a lot. But I've had an incredible life. Like, you guys, I have had like the most incredible career ever. But I hope you know something. All of us on here, all the content creators, part of the reason why we're talking about XRP, Ripple's not paying us a dime. We just go out and we research and we find information. And I always wonder, with regards to the person, that kind internet stranger who typed out the treatment that saved my life, what would have happened if he hadn't had the courage to say anything? Because here I am. And do you know what? As of the beginning of 2020, that treatment is now started. Phase 3 trials here in the U.S. It took 12 years before that became available to others. So, I don't wait. I don't wait. Why would I wait? Why would any of us wait? Nobody's going to give you permission. And do you know what? Half the time, do you know how many times I've gone to my doctors and been like, I'm going to do this. And they're like, well, I'm not allowed to tell you that you can do that. You think the treatment that saved my life, that was something my doctor could recommend? No, I went to them and said, I'm doing this. Just like the treatment, the medication that I started in 2020, which, by the way, is reversed so much. Nobody gives me permission. Nobody's going to give you permission. Do you want to know what everybody's going to say? Play it safe. And it's fine. If you do research and you're like, I don't want to do that, that's like completely and totally fine. But I am telling you, this is the only industry that hasn't been redone since the 1970s. You really think, look at what's happened with phones. You really think that our financial system is not due for an update? And do you really think that there's no money to be made in a world reserve currency that is going to be used in money market accounts? Derivatives. Across the board, they have access to like 90% of all financial institutions. So I'm feeling very confident because I research, and it saved my life before, and so I know I'm pretty good at it. And so I hope you also research, or you watch Crypto Hulk, or you look at all the content creators and like go through and figure it out for yourself. But what I do know is this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me, in my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I only respond to my comment section. I'm not going to walk you through anything. But at the same time, if I always did what everybody else did, I would be dead. Yeah, that is truth. That is truth. If I thought the way everybody else did, I would be dead. So, I'm letting my freak flag fly. Yeah, I'm letting it fly. And I'm gonna be like the random internet stranger that says, hey, maybe you should take a look at something. Because I also know that for a lot of us, we are aware of the fact that money, 90% of the time, is the only thing that allows us to retain our dignity. Right? Also, I'm going to be like super busy when XRP pops because I really do need to make sure that, like, you know, maybe the medication that I'm currently on gets expedited a little, because there are 1 million people here in the US that have it, and around the world I don't even know what the number is. So I've got big plans, and I am not worried about it. I love you guys. When I say I love you, I do, because janitors saved my lives, or my life. In Hopkins, there's a saying on the wall that says, to save a life is to save the world. All we need to do is talk to each other. All we need to do is care about each other. The only way we win is if we win together. So I love you. Anyway, bye.